So the long-awaited Coffee Lake series is finally here, and you want to know, is it going to help you demolish Chinese hackers in NA servers? Let's find out. I will be testing with the GTX 1050 to see if this is the new budget king for Battlegrounds. Going this route also leaves you open to the possibility of upgrading to the 6-core 8700K Coffee Lake in the future, so it has great expandability. But just to clarify, although the 8100 is a quad-core, it is not multi-threaded, and so it is in the same market as a 7100 dual-core, since they both have 4 threads in total. It's also known that 4 real cores are better than 2 cores with multi-thread, all other things being equal, so basically it is better to have a 4-core without multi-threading than a dual core with multi-threading. So let's get to it. We will look at the very low, mid, and ultra settings. Jumping into a match, we see the usual frame drops that are present in the spawn island. I get these types of drops even on my 4790K with 1060 rig, so it's just poor optimization. Once we land, we can see that the frame rate increases and is doing quite decently. You can quickly see that this easily passes and can do 1080p 60 on very low settings without a hitch. Now bumping up to the medium settings, you can see a slight drop, but gameplay is still pretty smooth. This will be fine for many players, especially those that claim they can't tell the difference between 30 and 60p. Also notice that the CPU is barely being used while the GPU is at 99%. This means that the bottleneck here is the GPU and not the 8100. Finally, we look at the high preset, and now we start getting into the literally unplayable area with drops below 30s at times. And yet again, it is the GPU being taxed while the CPU is cool and calm, which is great news as far as this 8100 goes. As you know, the best way to go about it is to do some mixed settings to get it to your liking. Here I was able to have anti-aliasing, texture, and view distance up to medium with everything else on very low, and I still had 60 FPS constant. So to summarize, 8100 is definitely equipped to let you play Battlegrounds at 1080p 60 even on a 1050 with 2GB RAM. So long as you are okay with ultra low settings, or if you have a GPU better than a 1050 for higher settings. This shouldn't be surprising since the 8100 scores about 33% better on Geekbench than the 7100, despite being priced similarly. Here are the 6100, 7100, and 8100 scores side by side. It actually feels like a new release rather than a refresh for once. The 8100 scores a little lower than a 4690K and higher than a 7400, so that's a great value. Go and get it.